What's up, guys? It's me, SubZero. I'm gonna talk to you about something that's been being debated for actually a long time in this game. I've wanted to talk about it, and I just wanted to share my opinion on what I think this is. I want to talk about ghosts, like Gorilla Tag ghosts. You know, like PBBV, Echo, and Daisy09. I wanted to talk about those because people have been debating, and I seriously do mean it. What are they? Are they bots? Are they just people trying to scare you? Like, what are they? And who are they? Now, a lot of people already know that Echo is simply actually not really even a ghost. She's just another Gorilla Tag player, like you and me. Or maybe you just watch this. But yeah, Echo is seriously just a normal person. She is not necessarily a ghost. If you don't know that, J-Man Curly made a video on it. It really does indeed go into some pretty good detail. Basically, I'm gonna give you a little story in a nutshell. Basically, Echo was just a player like you and me. She's very tall. That's what gives her her long arms. And she used to like to kind of spook people because she played on one of the older versions of the Oculus that had Gorilla Tag. So the mic quality was like glitchy. It almost sounded like one of those bots that you can hear on a phone, like when scams like, "Hello, this is whatever, you owe." Yeah. She almost sounded like that, and she enjoyed kind of spooking people, and her favorite map was Canyons, I think. Don't quote me. But one day, a couple people started following her. They just followed her through every lobby she would go into. She couldn't play in peace without these people following her. One of them I know their name was PBBV. And then all of a sudden, she gets a strange, unknown email from an unknown person, and it turns out it was that person, and they were actually doxing her. They doxed her. So, in a panic, like any smart person would do, they got off Gorilla Tag. And then all of a sudden, she sees photos of her walking into her school being posted. And now she's in a full-blown panic, like, what do I do? Because everybody knows me now, and, like, what can I do? So, she quit playing Gorilla Tag, and then one day she came back, but just to be safe, she renamed herself to be Echo, and she wore the blue sun hat like I'm wearing now. And then go figure, they start following her again, because how trackers work is they follow your player ID. They look what server your player ID is in, and then they go into that server. So, they follow her, and then she gets off again. And she basically does the delete, I think she does the delete app data thing, because when you do that, it changes your player ID. So, but then when she got back on, she again named herself Echo, and had the blue sun hat. But when she went into a couple lobbies, there were people dressed as her, completely decked out in the blue sun hat and the cyan. Their name was Echo, and she was confused, but it turned out she made a name for herself as the ghost Echo. Now, a lot of people think Echo is like PBBV or Daisy09, and they'll just immediately ban you. But no, apparently what she does is she is completely friendly. She'll just walk around in canyons. But if anybody named PBBV, I think it was J3VU that also did it. If anybody named PBBV or J3VU joins the lobby, apparently she'll ban them. Or if you're being toxic. But yeah, that's another story. I might go over that in a video, but yeah, but so some people think ghosts are like genuine bots, like made by hackers. The worst hacking instance was from the ghost J3VU. If you don't know what he is, he's a green monkey, and he's just wears no cosmetics, and he hacked the game. I think it was like maybe in 2022, I think, but it was during a Christmas update. He completely hacked the game. It was very bad. I remember playing during that time, and it was very bad. It was scary. In fact, I actually didn't play for a while, but some people think he's a bot, but really, he is just actually a player. Yeah, he seriously was a player that actually managed to completely hack the game. But this is not the only instance of a hacker in Gorilla Tag. One time I was actually player tracked myself. Basically, like, if I didn't clarify what that is, basically when you're player tracked, someone who has your player ID will follow you through lobbies. But, yeah. Well, if you say, like, what lobby code you're going into, that's one thing, like, he can just hear you and then he'll just go into the lobby. That there is just someone following you. Player tracked is when you, like, join a public, and then, like, there's this guy there, so you leave it, but then he can still find you. I don't know if I did good. But, basically, there was another instance of Gorilla Tag being hacked. This one, not as bad. I think J3VU lasted for maybe a couple days before they finally got rid of him. But basically, there was another one. Me and a couple other people saw it. One day, I think it was actually during that, I can't remember what the update was called, but it was that one that added in, like, the slip and slides and the water balloons, like, right after Beach was released. But, yeah, one day I just got on, and I went into a city lobby, and everybody was freaking out, like, they were all in a panic. And for some reason, it took me a moment to notice, this was a casual city lobby, and it was in public. And if you don't know, public city lobbies, even if you're on infection, there's, like, there's no taggers. So, basically what happened, like, I went into this lobby, and everybody's all freaked out, like, they're like, what's going on? Did you see him? And I'm like, and I say, what's happening? And they say that there's a hacker in Gorilla Tag again. And some people got freaked out and started naming themselves like J3VU in hopes that maybe it would keep him away. But, weird stuff. But what happened, this hacker was named Not Deep. I think I might have gotten a video of it, but I'm not going to try to put it in. But this is really scary because, and then all of a sudden, we hear someone joining back, and all of a sudden, like, the game mode changes like 2 or 3 times, and then it changes to Hunt, then Paint Brawl, then somehow Hunt, Paint Brawl, and Infection, which is really weird. And we were all freaked out, and then we see someone with long arms, and a black color with a purple tint to it. Like, he was pitch black, but he had a purple light tint. And we didn't catch his name, so I left the server, and then I joined another one, and there was only one other person. So, me and him were in there, and I asked him if he saw it, and he said, yeah. And then next thing we know, someone joins, And it's, go figure, that hacker. But then as we're playing, we leave the server because, well, we're freaked out. And then I join another public. And then go figure, there's Not Deep again. But then, when I'm running, I see that all of a sudden the basement door just disappears. Like, the basement door isn't there. Somehow he managed to delete the basement door, which really was a little bit freaky. Because, well, this is a sign, like, you should not be able to remove an item. But, like, the basement door was gone, and people were starting to get freaked out. Like, this is not just some guy with mods messing around. No, this is like a full-on hack. Like, this guy's full-blown hacking the game. But, so I joined back another server, and there's that guy again. Not Deep, but the other guy. So me and him decide that as soon as Not Deep comes into the lobby, we will report him. That's how we figured out his name. And he managed to report him, but then all of a sudden my game crashes and I need to leave, so. Yeah, but that only happened for like one day. But people were genuinely kind of freaked out, you know. And I mean, it makes sense. Because, well, yeah, it's a ghost. But are they real, or what's the deal with them? Now, in my opinion, I believe it is entirely possible. Maybe there is some guy that somehow managed to make like an AI in the game using mods or something. But I believe that's a bunch of monkey poo because, well, why? And even the Gorilla Tag developers did confirm that, like, we have not made any bots in this game. Like, there are no bots. So, yeah. Really, what I think is, whenever you see a ghost, no matter how scary it might be, no matter, like, how it's moving, doesn't matter if even if he's on PC using that walking sim mod, I really think that ghosts are always just some guy behind a VR or a computer screen looking to scare you. I have seen a couple ghosts myself. I have been scared, I've been kicked, I've been crashed, but I've never been banned by one. And yeah, I mean, I did scare my friends a couple times, but yeah. I mean, the only ghosts that are actually not players are Lucy and Greg down in caves. Greg the skeleton in the old caves. There's only Lucy, and there's only the monk eyes, and there's Greg. Or Lucy's some, I don't know. Yeah, I don't believe it. I believe that there are people that could indeed hack the game and do whatever the heck they want. But I don't believe there are any AIs. This one was a bit boring and a bit random, but I honestly hope you enjoyed. And I might make another video talking about Echo or something. I don't know. But yeah. So, I'm out!